Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Last Friday, Justice Sonia Sotomayor made national news when she wrote a dissenting opinion in which she attacked her colleagues on the Supreme Court, and she accused the federal government of seeking stays, quote, in an unprecedented number of cases, demanding immediate attention and consuming limited court resources by claiming one emergency after another. Notably, in this dissenting opinion, not a single one of her colleagues joined her in that opinion. If you look to the facts of what's happening with nationwide injunctions, I think it will explain why the Department of Justice has had to ask the Supreme Court to intervene over and over and over again. Nearly 1/3 of the nationwide injunctions issued against the Trump administration have come from courts in the state of California. 2/3 of the states, their district courts have issued a total of 0 nationwide injunctions. So you have a handful of courts that are driving this problem, but to put it in perspective, in the 8 years of the George W. Bush administration, district court issued a total of 12 universal injunctions against the Bush administration, 12 universal injunctions in 8 years. In the 8 years of the Obama administration, district courts issued 19 universal injunctions against the Obama administration. In just 3 years of the Trump administration, we have already had 55 national universal injunctions issued against the federal government. That is what has necessitated the Department of Justice going to the Supreme Court, because I believe we have a handful of judges who are operating effectively as part of the resistance movement, trying to put themselves in the way of Trump policies they happen to disagree with. And so I have to say, I read Justice Sotomayor's complaint about, gosh, we're getting all of these emergency appeals at the Supreme Court. I read it a little bit like an arsonist complaining about the noise from the fire trucks. The reason there are so many emergency appeals is you've had 55 nationwide injunctions from far too many judges who are not honoring their oath, they're not following the law. Instead, they're operating as partisan political activists. Mr. Panuccio, do you agree that what the Trump administration has seen in terms of a judicial obstruction, in terms of judicial opposition to its policies and extending universal injunctions nationwide, do you agree that it's unprecedented?
Thank you, Senator. I think the number of nationwide injunctions is unprecedented, though, as Professor Bray and others have pointed out, these are not new to the Trump administration, but they are a trend of the courts that has come about in the last 40 years or so, and it's a deeply problematic trend.
Thank you.